Hello folks and welcome in my new video. Today I will be talking again about motorcycle navigation. Do you remember a few weeks ago I was talking about Android Auto possible issues and stuff like that? Yeah? And I said it's a good solution, however, it still isn't quite there. But in the meantime, the company AutoABC contacted me and they said you can test our device and you can review that. So that's what I will do. I actually checked the AutoABC company. AutoABC. AutoABC is actually a Chinese company, surprise, surprise, which is selling mostly Android Auto slash CarPlay devices for cars, for motorcycles, modules for that and stuff like that. So it might be that they know what they are doing, but I don't know it yet. I will just test it and I will tell you how it worked. The website. So I went to the website and I checked the company and they've got two Android Auto motorcycle devices. One is quite popular, generic, which could be bought from many different companies under different names, like Maxcar or Ottocast or whatever. Plenty of companies selling those. And that's the first test, because some companies are selling that navigation for 200 quid. And I checked this one and this one. So it's reasonable. Secondly, they've got other device which is called AutoABC 5-inch portable wireless CarPlay Auto whatever. And that one is on sale right now. Which is brilliant. What's more, let's take a look at that, shall we? So first things first, I can tell you one thing, why this navigation is worse than the other generic one. Because the other one is IPX7 or IP7 rated, which is almost completely waterproof. This one is IP65, which is water resistant. So you can't dive with that one. Other than that, it should be fine. They are claiming it will survive the normal regular rain on a motorcycle, no issues whatsoever. And now let's take a look at the box. So what we've got here. On the box it says fatigue warning device, whatever that means. There is a specification on that, cool picture, and that is about it. Operating temperatures -10 to 70 Celsius degree, sorry, 60 Celsius degree, so it should be fine even in Italy. Anyway, let's take a look inside. I'm not good at it, bloody unboxing. It's just bollocks, isn't it? Unboxing. Manual, surprise. It's everything in there, so yeah, pretty good. Okay. That's interesting, because video resolution here is 1080p plus 1080p. Okay. So yeah. Unboxing process is done. Now, what do we have here? We've got plenty of weird cables. Handlebar, I guess, attachment. So, screwdriver, Allen key, few plasticky bits, spacer, washers, what not. Okay, look, it says GPS. Does it have GPS? There is cable which is waterproof, that's for sure. You can't disconnect it. And then there is this, and yeah, fantastic. Let's say connector. And then that is going to your motorcycle battery. There is a fuse. You can see the fuse here. And it's power input 12 up to 30 and output is 5 volts 2 amperes. You can connect it to your motorcycle battery straight away. Which would make no sense because you want to turn it on when the ignition is turned on, I think. And that's interesting. Think that will be an antenna. Look at that. What else do we've got? Let's actually take a look inside. shall we? Why not? There is a rubber thing, gasket, and then underneath that there is a compact flash nano SIM card. There is a USB Type-C connector here, and that's it. So I don't know, probably you can charge through here or just, you know, upgrade this the firmware or whatever. Here we do have two mysterious buttons. Yeah, but there is power on. Let's try to power it on without battery. And of course, nothing is happening. Zero reaction. Okay, so that's the first thing. So without actually connecting it to the motorcycle, I can't do anything with that. So what we can do, look. Yeah, that's adjustable. So that needs to be attached to your motorcycle constantly. I would say not the best option, because if you leave it during the night in some dodgy places, for sure in the morning you will miss it. Anyway, maybe it's time to read the manual. Okay, jokes aside, I will check if there is anything about antenna. Says a lot of things so far, no sign of that magical thing. Be able to read that and see. Can you see that? That's the obvious. It's showing the fuses. It's showing that the black one is going to the minus on the battery. There is absolutely zero on top of it. Now, anything else I can say about it? Yeah, so we've got everything we need, actually, except that. So now, my friends, it's time to mount it on the bike, connect it, and check how it works. And then I will come back and I will give you the honest opinion at the end. I will do the most professional thing ever. I decided to check if that thing is working. So, because on that thing it says power supply voltage input 12 to 30 volts, I was thinking, okay, before I connect it to the motorcycle, I will check another thing. That's my Ryobi drill battery, my electric tools, and that one says, can you see, 18 volts. And I've got also something like that. So see, that fits here, now, and then I've got two wires. I will just attach those wires into that in fully professional way, because I've got paper tape. So we will use that tape. The professional job is over. You ready? Let's take a look. Ooh, welcome. Look. Now it's a good time to check those two buttons. What are they doing actually? Home. That is doing nothing. That is probably closing it down. And those two, they do the click sound. See? Lovely. Actually, nothing more than that. Okay. Brightness. Let's check it out. Brightness. Ooh, it's on 20%. See, it's brighter than it was. It was like that. It is really bright. It really is. Let's click the settings. Language, screensaver, key volume, factory reset, phone audio, and version. When connecting for the first time, please open your smartphone's Bluetooth, connect to the main unit Bluetooth. Wait 5-10 seconds, then select CarPlay in the smartphone pop-up. Wait 5-10 seconds, CarPlay, okay. Okay, one more time. Change to Android Auto mode. Confirm. Continue setup on your car screen. Yeah! Can you see that? Welcome to Android Auto. Continue. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, continue. Continue, continue. It knows where I am. I can mask that. But it does. It can play music. Right now it's set up that my phone is playing. You know why? Because my phone, when it will be paired with my intercom, it will be playing directly to my ears. Now you see it looks like that. So I've got, let's say, contact list, and then you've got everything here. So let's start, for example, Waze. Yeah, let's now simulate motorcycle, okay, shall we? I left my motorcycle, yeah? So straight away, that is disconnected. Let's just go, I don't know where about, Barton-on-Trent, up on Trent. So let's just double press. Okay, so now I've chosen Barton-on-Trent. And now I'm choosing directions, okay? So yeah, I approached my motorcycle, turned the key on, and now we are waiting. And what will happen? That's interesting. And now my phone is turned off, so basically the whole navigation is here. If you don't believe me, I will just zoom it out. And can we zoom that easily? That's a big question. No, but we can press minus here. And that minus, I'm telling you that it's working. I will show you that in a second. Okay. Minus, minus. Now, it looks like that screen doesn't have multi-touch. Because I can't rotate it just like that. And I can't even zoom in. It's like one finger. I can only use one finger with that. North at the top. And that is my route. You can see that. Brilliant. And it says everything. 1 hour, 12 minutes. Okay. That's it. That's working. That's working. On top of that, look at that. You can also choose whatever music app you prefer. You can choose Deezer, you can choose Spotify, whatever you want, whatever you prefer. All the apps you basically have on your phone. So that is still working, and it's got still my directions and everything. So that's perfect, right? Yes, I think it is. Okay, let me check one more thing, which might be important. It's not any special glove, it's just leather glove. Is that working? 0. Is there anything else you can do with it? I don't really know, because for me the navigation is the most important. Let's check the list. Yeah, I can send the messages. That would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? No new messages during this drive. Okay. One thing is for sure, I will need a proper gloves to use that. Okay, that will be it. And I'm disconnecting my key. Ta-da! The Pro. The device actually works really well, surprisingly well. Everything works, it's waterproof, so I guess if you want something which is constantly on the bike, you don't want to, you want a peace of mind, you are just approaching with your phone in your pocket, you just approach your motorcycle, turn the ignition on, then your phone is connecting with pre-planned maps. It's connecting to that with the Waze or Google Maps or other solution like Sejic, whatever you use. You just connect to that and it just works and it starts navigating. If you want that peace of mind, that's a decent solution, and it's relatively cheap because 125 quid at the moment. That makes absolute sense. So, here it is, how to mount it on the bike. Look at that. That's really easy. You are using that bracket here. You just need to attach the wires, which I've got temporary solution to attach to mine. However, it's really easy to do. See? Just this bracket on your handlebars and the job is done.
And of course you need the wires to your battery, or even better to your accessory port. Otherwise the device can drain your battery. Now we need to adjust it properly. So for that you've got the Allen bolts at the back. And yeah, that will be it. The bracket is sturdy enough for regular use for sure. However, I'm not sure if it will protect it from stealing. Yeah, eventually it's plasticky and it's easy to break. So yes, as I mentioned before, I would rather prepare my own metal bracket. Anyways, the device is connected, so let's test it out. As you can see, it's welcoming us, and what then? Then if you already done the first installation, it will eventually go into Bluetooth mode, into CarPlay mode or into Android Auto mode, and then it will start the last used navigation app. In my case it was Google Maps. And from there you can actually start to write. See, it's transmitting all the data from your phone, all the directions and everything, and it's showing you that. But you can also change your direction looking for gas station, restaurant, pub or whatever you want. Now on the left side of the screen you've got recently used music app. In my case it was Deezer. But never mind that. It's only for those who like to listen to the music when you ride. I don't. If you think that this device is covering my speedo, that's what I see from the bike. So yeah, it's covering a bit. So for BMW R90, the better positioning would be required.
Look guys, I've got that mounted on my bike. I just set up navigation to the buck and bell pub. And now I will just turn on the key and hopefully that will work. I'm not touching anything here, yeah, and then in a second it will give us directions. 1, 2, 3, ta-da! Automatically. So yeah, basically I touched that Google Maps, I set the coordinates on my Google Maps, my daughter, and yes, and automatically it's already done. So let's go.
Sorry that the screen is barely visible on camera. I could clearly see that and I hope it will be the same on a camera, but it's not. Can you see the welcome screen? What's happening there? And then another screen? I cannot see map. So actually it restarted itself just before the turn. What a nasty surprise. And then... see? Welcome again, before the roundabout. What the heck? And then look at that. Have you seen that? I lost the map, and after a few seconds, welcome again. So yes, the device was resetting itself in a nasty way, really, and I've heard about it from different users on the internet. So I thought that device is probably faulty, and I contacted the AutoABC company with that problem. And they sent me straight away the new firmware, as it looks like the software can regulate the voltage fluctuation. I don't know what was the case, but I went to the garage.
Now I'm in my garage and I'll show you that. See, that's the SD card, because I'm going to fix the firmware in that navigation, because supposedly the firmware should fix the restarts. Let's check it out.
To do that I have to unscrew that, because look, there is micro SD port there. Can you see that? Yeah, it is exactly this one. And now you will need micro SD card with FAT32 system, not exFAT or anything else. And then the upgrade process will start when you turn on the device. As you can see, again we've got some problem with translations. Anyway, they meant don't disconnect the charge. Anyways, few minutes later it was done. So yes, let's put it back together and test if it works.
So far, it is working. This is still connected. No disconnection, engine temperature 51. It was working for a few minutes. Now this is still working and not a single disconnection. Okay, 26 minutes and that thing is still working. So let's call it success.
But of course it wasn't enough for me, so I did the test ride. And you know what? After 2 long days of riding, 1 ride in the rain, I can only say it's all working. So eventually I deserved a visit in a pub. You know what? I like those Indians.
Hello, gents.
Well, I like all the bikes. Even that Enfield with that fairing, which is ugly, but it's because of that it's so beautiful. I love it. Really do. But I digress.
So, is it good? Well, it depends. It's really easy to use. I'm setting the Google Maps on my phone. I'm just starting the bike and it just follows. So it's taking the directions from my phone and it's showing me on the dash. So, yeah. Can I recommend it? Yes. It's a relatively easy to use device. Without multi-touch, without few extras probably. The idea is really simple. You just come in with your phone, turn on the key in your bike and it's just connecting and taking the directions from your phone. So, or you can just put the directions on the device itself, but it's much easier to do it on phone. And yeah, and it's working. Not really good in zooming in and out and checking route constantly on that. It's better to turn off, to do it actually it's better to turn off the bike and do it on your phone and then connect again to your bike. And for something like that it's really good. But what you should consider if you've got one of those is to make a better mount to your bike, because that one can easily be broken if someone would like to steal it. So I would just do better bracket than the one which was in a package.
Welcome back to the table, guys. Here we go again, and my verdict about that navigation. Am I happy with that thing? To some extent, yes, I am. The quality is reasonably good. I wouldn't say that any other navigation can be cheaper, and it's working well. It's waterproof, it's doing the job, it's protecting your phone as well, which stays in your pocket. You don't need to worry about that. But it's got some disadvantages. My phone can overheat because my phone will be in my pocket and that phone can overheat in high temperatures. So again, something like Spain and Italy, your phone will overheat. That won't, so that will be good, but the phone will. If your phone is overheating in your pocket, then that's wrong phone to use it in conjunction with that. So that's a one disadvantage. Second disadvantage is you need to have it on your bike constantly, and it's rather easy to steal. Well, not that easy, not that it's just someone came, just will grab it and will go. No, Allen bolt, Allen bolt, Allen bolt here, Allen bolt here. You can make your own bracket and then that will do. Something made out of metal which will keep that in place, and then someone will think it is just a part of motorcycle, so probably it will just stay there. Up to you. The device itself, it's responsive, it works rather well, so any people I would recommend it to, for sure. Someone who actually want that peace of mind. They don't want expensive additional navigation, additional sat-nav like TomTom or Garmin, which will cost you at least £250. And for 250 quid you can have 2 of those, even if one is stolen. That is much better. And also on your phone you've got Google Maps, because always you've got your phone, you've got SIM card here, you've got data connection here, and then you are just transmitting directions from Google Maps, from Apple Maps, whatever you've got here, and other navigation solutions which you can use and are compatible with Android Auto. You've got also speed camera and police warnings, so that's pretty useful with Waze, let's say. Also speed camera warnings or Google Maps, and with other apps like RadarBot or TomTom Amigo. So those are also working with Android Auto, and you don't need separate to install those apps on that. just on your phone. So whatever app is compatible with Google Android Auto, or if you've got Apple with CarPlay, any app which is on your phone will work on that automatically, and you don't need to install it on that. So it's relatively easy, and that will do the job, and it's cheap. So decision is up to you, but that is really easy to use device and quick to use device. And if you are the user of Google Maps or Waze, that in pair with this one will work rather well, and you will be enjoying that combo. So here you go.